Welcome again, my friend. In our previous videos, we we di- we discussed about the body needs. We have physical, mental, emotional needs, and social needs. So now, today we will discuss about our emotional needs. In the search of our happiness, we are looking for sweetness of these emotions. That is what makes our life beautiful. In Sadhguru, he said that if our emotions become pleasant, we call this love. If they become very pleasant, we call this compassion. In social media, as you can see, like when I check the emoticons of Facebook and Facebook Messenger. So if you in the icon there, the emoticon, what are those emoticons? There's a like, there's a love or heart. So there's a lot of emoticons there. There's sad. So there's a lot of expressions of our emotions. I think around more than 60 expressions of that emotions. Excitement, happy. Okay? So you can see there's a lot of emotions. So that's how we are built for. In our body, emotions can be detected in our facial expressions. We can see if we're smiling, if we are so those emoticons is based on our facial expression in the Facebook. In the Facebook, all those emoticons is based on our facial expression. In also, our emotions can be detected in our words. How we spoke. Are we shouting? Are we soft spoken? Okay? So there's a lot of even while we are talking, we can detect what his level of or her level of emotions. Even our body, how we move. If we look like this, that means we are in the like a fight or anger. Okay? Like this. So there's a lot of in our body we can a lot of expressions of our emotions. Even even the heart pulse rates, even our heart, the beat rate will change because of our emotions. If we are very excited or we are very angry, the heart rate will change, a faster heart rate. Even breathing, there's a lot of you can detect what's the level of emotions of that person. If he's very angry, how he's breathing. If he's very happy, how he conduct his breathing. And in emotions are concerned, even our body changes its chemicals. You know what happened? Our human body is the greatest chemical factory on the planet. Most complex and sophisticated chemical factory on the earth. So, since our body is a chemical factory, once we are angry, it will generate certain chemicals. Once we are happy, it will generate also other chemical. As you notice, there's a word epigenetic. Epigenetic from the word uh, genetic means genie. So our parents, more than 25,000 genes coming from our parents. But the microbiome in our guts, even in 20 to 30 millions genes in our gut, in our digestive system, in our stomach. So what is epigenetic? Epigenetic is the alteration of that gene. Daily experiences will alter the genes of your body. Metaphorically, you will win the games of cards if you know how to play with it. But you can also win the games of life by altering your genes. Similarly, you cannot change the genes, but you can change their activity, behavior, or information within that gene. You can change the entire population of microbiome by changing your diet or even changing our lifestyle. EP means above. Epigenetic means above the makeup of our genes. There's a chain sheet of proteins above the genes that responds the experience we have. It might be mental, emotional, physical expressions. So what I mean here, again, our body is a chemical factory. Now, we're talking about emotions. In the search of our happiness, sometimes we use external stimulus or stimuli to change our body chemicals for the search of that particular happiness. So, since our body is a chemical factory, we want to manufacture that chemical through external means or within our body itself to produce it. How? So there's internal stimulus and there's also external stimulus. So I will mention what are those external stimulus so that it will generate happiness. So usually, to get that happiness externally, that comes the vices. What are those vices? Drinking alcohol. Alcohol is chemical. Taking cigarettes or tobacco. Even sex. Or even drugs. Drugs is chemicals. So those are external stimulus or stimuli for us to be excited, for us that our chemical, what we have in our body will change that chemically. So it will generate us, give a level of certain happiness. Now, for those who are people who knows how to make a change in genes and to have internal happiness, not from external stimulus, but the internal stimulus. What they are doing is through meditation, through sadhana, and even through prayer, even for certain spiritual ritual. Then from there, their activity, it will trigger that internal stimulus so that they will be happy. Their emotions will be on level of higher satisfaction. So it's up to us. Either we have to do internal, we need external stimulation or internal stimulation. In India, they have 7 chakras. That's Sahasrara, the crown chakra, because there are 7 layers, and the last, I will not discuss all. The last is Muladhara, or the root chakra. And we are talking here with the emotions. As per them, it is in the heart chakra. Where's the heart chakra? Is that Anahata. It is in the middle because there are 7. Number 4 is the middle, which is the heart chakra or Anahata. So what is this heart chakra? the three chakras below is more on survival for us. And the next three layers, the upper three layers, is for this is instinct toward liberation. And the center, which is the heart, it is in between. It symbolizes the two interlocking triangles, one pointed downward and one another pointed upward, forming a six-pointed star. So you can see there's a triangle above, a triangle below. So that one is the Anahata chakra or the heart chakra. So many religious traditions have used the star or sacred symbol because some enlightened beings in this culture or in that Indian culture realized their original nature through the Anahata chakra and discovered the interlocking triangles with this chakra within themselves. Now, in our body, we will now deal with religion and politics with regards to emotions. Since humans have a sense of identity, they call it in India as ahamkara, sense of identity. What are those identity? Either a family, race, creed, culture, religion. So something that you are identified with. So because of these sentiments, or we can say sympathy for that kind of identity, it drives religion and politics into action. For example, for the positive side, for the religious group, it will give, because of the emotions, the sweetness of emotions that given by religion. What's the effect? There are more mosques, a lot of mosques. They build mosques, they build temples and churches. So there's a lot just to express this emotional, or we can say internal stimulus of happiness. But the other way around, let's say in politics also, it will give them into actions. So for the negative side of that emotional action or emotional expression, we can say this destruction. What happened in the religious activities? Because of these sentiments, the strengthen of their emotions, or we can say sentiments, they go into war. In the name of religion, they fight for for their religious cause. So you can see in the world, in the history, a lot of religious war. How about the emotions in politics? Because of ideology, they use emotions to drive people into their ideology. It might be a communism, a socialism, or capitalism. That is the drive to drive their point or their ideology. They use politics because religion and politics have powers. That's why in the Constitution there's separation of state and church, because the church have power and the state also have power. So that means this governance have powers. So what happened? Because of our emotions, there's a lot of war. So there's in history, There's a World War One, World War Two. It's all politics. And how they are driven? Because of emotions.